Hey everybody, Mike here from Practical Income Investing. SpaceX. This is going to be one of the most influential companies that we've ever seen in our lives, in my opinion. But it doesn't mean that it's an automatic buy today. And it's the whole point of this video is to go over um, the fact that sometimes great companies can be great companies without being a great time to enter. I'm not bearish on this company. I am hugely bullish on this company. I just don't want to own it at 150, 160 or higher unless there is a strong thesis behind it. And right now, it's all hype. And I'm going to show you in this video what I'm doing and how I'm going to play it. So sit back, relax, enjoy. And if you love this, smash the like button. There's going to be a lot more of this to come. 2 videos at least a week that I'm putting out. Lots of time invested in these, so I hope they mean something and hope they help you. All right, we'll see you in the video. Take care.
My view on SpaceX is pretty simple. I think this can absolutely be a generational type of company, but I don't think that it automatically makes it a generational entry right now. The two different statements there, a lot of investors blur them together. Great company doesn't always mean great price. So just keep that in mind. You'll see that in this video. I'm going to show you what I see. Just a quick reminder before we begin, this video is for educational and informational purposes only. This is not financial advice. Anytime you're dealing with investing or options, make sure you do your own research and make your own decisions. The reason why I'm bullish long term is because the business is exceptional. You've got reusable launch leadership. You've got the Starlink platform, which, by the way, is the money machine at the moment. You've got defense and government relevance, big contracts, and more to come, I'm sure, especially with NASA and everybody and the other space industry. You've got massive long term optionality. There's all kinds of different ways this company can go. So, this is not a video attacking SpaceX at all. Trust me. This is a video about being bullish, but still being disciplined. This is the probably the biggest lesson in the whole video because quality and entry price are two different decisions. A company can be amazing and still be overpriced. So a stock can have great future and still be a poor risk reward setup in the short term. So you can absolutely be bullish on the company and still be patient on the stock. This is what happens often with big IPOs. So they open, the hype takes over, the price spikes, people get excited, and then comes the pullback, sometimes 40, 50, even 60% or more. After that, the stock often bases and consolidates for a while. And only later, once the market starts to figure out what this company really is, do the best names resume higher. Why does this happen? Because IPO excitement can push price above the fundamentals. Limited float lockups can distort supply and demand. Early profit taking will create sharp pullbacks. And the real winners usually need time for price discovery. And that's why the early post IPO action matters. Not because I care about every tick, but because it tells you how the market's behaving. Uh, the reported IPO pricing came in around that round one level. It opened higher the first day. Enthusiasm pushed it even further, and then the heavy volatility followed. That kind of action is exactly what you'd expect when you combine a huge narrative with limited float and a very strong demand. So the point here is, don't obsess over every price point. The point is to understand the lesson. Phenomenal business, but potentially questionable entry point here. So this is another really important distinction. Trading SpaceX and owning SpaceX are not the same thing. So if I'm trading it, I may be trading the momentum, the price action, and volatility. That's a shorter term decision for me. But if I'm owning it long term, then now I care much more about the valuation, the discipline, staged buying, and the patience that I'm going to be putting on it. I use my 7 fundamental principles for most of the companies that I am long term invested in. So yes, I may trade this volatility. In fact, I did, but it doesn't mean that I'm going to chase this price action for long term position at the same time. So, this next part, in my opinion, not a fact and definitely not a recommendation, but this is from my prior thesis work. The rough zone that I'm interested in for me personally is around that 100 to 125 area. Why? Because that would represent more of a reset, more patience, and potentially a better long term risk reward setup. So it doesn't mean that it has to go there. It doesn't mean that it will go there. It simply means I would rather miss the first move up than force a bad long term entry. So, this is something a lot of new investors underestimate. So a small float can exaggerate moves early. Scarcity can amplify hype, and then later the lockup expirations and the other supply events can increase the number of shares available. So uh, that can change the price behavior. The story can stay intact while the stock resets, right? So when I'm looking at a fresh IPO, I'm not just watching the story. I'm also watching the structure. So, what would make me more interested? First, a deeper valuation reset. Second, like a multiple week base where the chart calms down and price discovers, right? Third, more clarity after a supply event like floats and lockup developments. And fourth, a better public market execution. So I want to see earnings. I want to see guidance. I want to see like real proof that this company is something. In other words, I don't need the exact bottom here. I just need a setup that makes more sense. So here's the real takeaway. Number one, great company doesn't always mean great price. Number two, IPO hype can create bad entries. So number three, patience absolutely can be a strategy. Number four, trading and investing are different. I traded SpaceX since its inception, but I have not invested in it yet. Number five, staged buy in can reduce regret. So the honest answer can be this: phenomenal business, yes. Questionable entry point, and that's okay. I can be bullish and still patient at the same time. So that's my take on SpaceX. I think it may be a generational company. I just don't think that it automatically makes it a generational entry right now. So let me know in the comments. Would you buy SpaceX here, or would you wait for a better setup? So if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like, subscribe, and you're going to see a lot more videos like this. I might go into a deeper dive. This video had a lot of information in it, but I didn't want to go and make it a 20-minute video. So I try to make each segment kind of quick and to the point. If you'd like to see a little bit more longer explanations on things, hit me up in the comments and I'll definitely see what I can do. So I appreciate you all. Thanks.